I started the episode, but I forgot to hit record. Oh well. To Yurka 7, since we already got that done. Reporting the heralds of the novice. Continue to maintain Vox silence. Perhaps due to Yurka's fees being off limit to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons returning the station's orbit. The demands are cleared. We are told to turn our ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks, presumably in the shuttles. Perhaps these things has regards aid and therefore cannot respond to our Vox mission. Yes, Captain. The officers from the Augur crew performed a full scan of the situation, but the information is inapplicable. They note the distortions of unclear genesis and are throwing off most of the readings. We're able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many components are unpowered and some fully depressed. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the stations has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the steam navigators heralds ignoring us? I'm sorry, Lord Commander, the station does not even after an official green by a trader and the declarations of your interest, negotiate in person. Granted, we do not know what's happening in the station, so we have to look for steam navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path.
Worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. We have lost this battle.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Tall man stops you with a gesture. When you approach, blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his very face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of the navigator's fates. His menacing pulsing behind the lower lid of his middle forehead. Step back, or unleash a horror of the seas of souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. call, you say? Only one person who sent you this way, and it must have been Ivan Winterscale. Why didn't he come himself? You don't say. Getting access to the personal communicator of the heir to a great dynasty is no easy feat. Who exactly are you? Oh wait, I recognize this coat of arms. You are Lord of the Von Valencia's dynasty. This explains so much. And since fate has brought you such an important person into my abode, allow me to introduce myself before you. Stands Fleek Christopher August, keeper of this station. So you did not come to offer support to the traitors. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Eureka 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orselio, and the path is only revealed is to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. I do not think this is possible. Eureka 5 is an observation station. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, you have chosen an inappropriate time for negotiations. Claims with Theobald Orstelia, the second keeper of Eureka 5. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for his opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. The Theobald I knew would never have used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I am going to try. The warp currents in this system have been transduced for dozens of cycles and have worn the veil between our worlds and the impure, thin, and frail here on the station. The Ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Oh, their bodies morphed in pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station, but I rallied the few who still followed the light with the golden throne to set things right. The navigator is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet this station is full of voices and whispers, all trying to break through from the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the door open wide. The suffocating grip of the Immaterium can be felt across the entire system. It is not surprising that the veil grew thin here, of all places. The Navis Nobilites can command the warp currents, but the use of their abilities wears down the barrier between the two worlds. I sincerely hope the influence of the Immaterium has not yet afflicted your body and your soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to remain at the station. Return to your fortune. I need to save Leisha. If you're not willing to help or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. I would never ask you such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Lady's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress Chamber, you will need to remake a holy relic, sanctified with the blood of Lady Australia herself. This is a control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part, the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be no use unless the elevator is powered. I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. I need to be taken to the laboratory. Needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located beneath one of the reliquary doors. The most sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests courageously performed the rites of appraisement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Requesting access to the object's data crypt, then Everett will use independent modifications of standard sanguine technologies due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherited in the lineage of each house. And these technologies were made secret for a reason. I most respectfully decline your requests, esteemed servant of the Omnissiah. You have your sanctum, and we have ours. The station's main controller seated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence, and this secret mechanisms will do the rest. So you decided? It's curtly, you should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, Bird Trader, and may the Emperor's light be with you.
What lies beyond? Huh, that wasn't so difficult.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge. Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Curiosity sings in my veins. Oh, let us seize the moment. Let's see. Ah, fake flames, another one.
You dare cross the faithful?
The battle hadn't even started yet.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Targeting damage to Borg.
Ah, another one is shattered.
I need a foothold. Your reckoning is due. Focus, Van Callops. Focus.
Request approved.
It will be done. Reduce the dust!
Momentum.
This is unacceptable. Guided by faith. That is not the Emperor's will.
Another stroke of genius! I am powerless to act. What? No. Step by step, I lead. A genius at work.
I know what is to come.
Get me a target. Naturally.
Well, that went differently than I thought it was going to go.
One step at a time amidst the madness. Genius triumphs!
A meteorite chunk.
Intriguing.
Ripper auto pistol. Don't think we want that. Definitely getting a lot of. I'll get the book. Data crypt H40KO. we're gonna be doing this stuff.
There! Done!
Okay, we currently have 2 ways we can go. So let's go.
Yvain's act was noble but foolhardy. You cannot save someone who has willingly succumbed to heresy.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. Oh, applaud my brilliance!
Another data crypt.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Operation successful.
They will see. Oh, yes. They all will see.
Is this a better sniper rifle? A long glass. Long glass.
I have a different perspective.
Finally got a new sniper rifle.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I am recording blasts of me. The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to immutable destruction. Still alive, deceased, and deceased. Copy. Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chamber A to D are unpowered. Tech Priest crew sent to investigate the problem. Is not responding. Requesting back. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decomposition. The living quarters. Mechanical interference. The primary cause is also sabotage. Crew 6569. Sorry that I'm just not reading stuff. I am getting to my limit. Demise of this voice station is affirmed. The damage is core mass. As unencrypted has been wiped, you find traces of purge protocols. Recovery is possible, but a list of most recent commands have been embedded into the machine spirit's consciousness. Now fits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child, delete, pick, flow, disable, access code, annual station, controls, delete, archives, shuttle, self-destruct, purge, command log. Probably the keeper of the station has access to the life support systems, but keeper Thurman has not left this child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? We got an error. Spirit of the sacred machine requires special purification ritual in order to restore utilizing more familiar to the system of the Imperium, causing access to the device. My humble prayers have satisfied the machine's requirements. Oh, I didn't know that door was actually just closed.
What lies beyond?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Oh, Warp Seer's goggles grants bonus WP lore warp. Sure.
There will be
Compared
no
to naval
peace
service,
in my
that was barely a
wake.
challenge.
Noble silk gloves. Wearers gain +5 to persuasion. Oh, come on!
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Oh.
A mere setback.
What are these things that we're collecting? I mean, if anybody tries to steal anything from us, they're going to have a difficult telling what the fuck we have.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
What are we even doing here? Transducer?
What is that?
I don't even know what we're doing at this point.
Patience? My nerves are frayed. They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Mission accomplished.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Dealt with the threat and power of the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second. Yeah, thank you. I do not understand a single word. Two paths, both strained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poorly and flimsy they fall to the size touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. The voices are giggling nastily. They will not speak. The not little things. They say the teetering of the masks is your concern. Genre prevents me from admitting it before now. You have awakened hope in me, hope that I will actually leave the station together with the mistress, which is why I'm about to ask one last favor of you. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator's powers. Their absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you. There's a bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of our house, a secret amulet against all evil. If everything goes to plan, you will not have to worry about such things. Hill figure, which unnaturally long limbs stands, her arms raised, her hands deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that streams from her scarlet eyes. Her scaly gills slightly hidden under her hair. Third eye of the young woman's forehead hidden by the jewel adornment. When your eyes meet, you sense the woman's soul-smothering power. Ow, 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 as my own little pals went bad enough. Now there's just one marching into my head. Somebody stop her. I'm returning to normal activities in my tear ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Heresy. What's happening? Was someone calling my name? Are you the betrayers dead already? And who are you? Pardon my manners, Ivan. I did not expect to make such a acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. The child, Lisa, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. You. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Closer down upon your heads. But Lord having this one so deranged it makes the whispers shriek like crazy. You might just open that eye of his. I grant you that you do not look like pirates who have come covering the riches of wrecked stations or like scoundrels in fleet service, so who are you? Another treasure in the corner of the galaxy. How interesting, your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so I was ask you to save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You make yourself an ally or house. First, you do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giggly. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child will is the will of the great Distraphone, for she is the heir of House Orsilio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. Fish eyes look at you with unwavering degeneracy. You were not supposed to see me or the sacred child. Navigators are highly paid for their loyal service to the Imperium according to his will. No one would dare judge the guides of humanity, the chosen of sovereign himself. Blake is my wayward student. He came to America as a callow youth, and I personally monitored him and trusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss to prevent the centuries-long tradition of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our Novators, Trifon Arcelia, who led our house as personally for prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy, the renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child could come of age, take up the navigator's throne. So choose whose side are you on, a murderous traitor or a local son of the noble house. I presume this noble house has reason for treating the child other than uncontrollable outburst of warp sorcery. Which might there be, I wonder, a young immature navigator who likely hadn't yet completed her training. Enough, I will not have you questioning myself or my charge within the domain of House Australia. Defending myself from strangers, I never thought I would fall so low. If the children's life was not at stake, very well, I have no choice. Or proof of my innocence. I gave you my word as a member of the South. If the honest word of an man counts for anything with you, I guided this station against calamity and submission. Do not thrust my errors in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even the closest to you will betray you for gold, power, and a far-fetched idea of a bright future. I want to press 5 to say fuck, just kill everyone. But that's not Ivan. Save the sacred child, take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. Save the child, deliver her safely to Regents. Naruto, acting head of House Custodia and the expense, are assured that the reward will be worth your worth. I know we came here for a navigator, but everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon our shoulders. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Grace is thrown slowly enough. I see that you take care of. No, I am the keeper of Mark 5. I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. Allies and welcome ones, even temporary ones, I will receive. Revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House of Eris will help us destroy our enemies and shield us from these navigators' forces. Do the risk of time before the battle. For those wondering why I chose that, why do we have a -5 to toughness? Oh well, whatever. I'm tired. And I chose that because my personal opinion would just kill both of them. Just kill everybody. But I'm just tired, but I chose... Oh, you know what? Ivan's tired. He ain't got time for this shit. I don't know. Weapon skill. Wait a minute. I remembered. Oh no, wait a minute. We're not doing it with him. He's gonna be our two-hander. I think I went over what I was looking for. Steady. Oh no, let's give you Grenadier too. Where is it? It's not dual mastery. not combat mastery. Dual weapon combat. I guess he doesn't get that. Huh. Well, that sucks.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. There will be no peace in my wake. Glorious spectacle of your demise.
Purge them!
Oh no, what I forgot. To equip the flamer.
I won't sully myself with that.
You know what? You just stand. I'll just move whoever's next to you.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it.
Let's see to it. Nothing stands against me.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
To the heretics!
Please stop shooting us.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Running binary probability analysis successful.
Let's see.
There! I'm done with this shit!
High momentum.
Indeed. It will be done. I took care of this one.
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deed.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Your reckoning.
There, I'm done with this place. I hate it here.
No, this is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
Yeah, that was pretty easy to get through here. I just want to get out of this sector. Actually, let me check to make sure the recording's still working.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
Losing a mentor is a sorrowful event, beginning the mantra of spiritual assuagement.
What are you going to do to me?
As a Lady Navigator of House Orcelio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
Flamer acquired. Actually, what are you? I guess we should see that first. Navigator. Oh no, she's an officer. Okay, so... Yes. No, you. Commander's close. There you go. There's so many things we're gonna have to put in the thing. What should we give her? Oh no, you're gonna be our talkie person. I can't increase fellowship anymore. Or do I? Give you that as well. Let's give you a commanding voice. There we go. Afterwards, we can bother to actually care. And you are dogmatic completely. In the end, I don't know which was the traitor, nor do I really care. In fact, there could have just been no traitor whatsoever. Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The sanctum of this has been prepared for the communal communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart starts beating fiercely, your breath becomes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You hear that Vigis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course, when you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Please tell me the rest of it is voiced. Got T-posing servitors everywhere. I have not yet thanked you for your saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash, and Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immensely grateful. But now, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brush, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Why do you refuse red paint? It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants so as to preserve my own. However, given the current circumstances, my own will serve far even better. The blood of the Nevis is sacred and so more suitable for the communion ritual. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. If you can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is open. Who is it now? Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. You and may the Emperor Light help us all. The ship just explodes! Initial communion ritual. Hear the ring of metal feed from its scabbard, then the sulfur gas, but the drips on canvas and the faint whispers of the brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails and umbers, shadows spinning over the surface of a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters is drowned in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearned for her brother, and the sun, pale disk, goes in tireless pursuit of her, no, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened, the great ruler is gone. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speak through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. And drinking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then suddenly silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. It will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onwards. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel temperament proceeds to challenge. Its cold steel grip it did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spheres, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send me when you have need of me. Congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Spare me a few minutes of your time, please. You have several matters that require your attention first. Too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp description affected F5. Twist the bodies and minds of the attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Countess. Thanks to the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Imperium's pull. Saving game is impossible! I don't like the sound of that. Okay, now let's try to save the game. Okay. Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. I'll see you in the next one. I am hopefully not as tired.